Welcome, Vault Dwellers. My name is Nacho Bidness, and that is Clem, and he is going to ride the Powercycle, and he is really going to love it, but he is going to be punished for it. So, like you can see here, I've hooked the Powercycle up to the pitching machine, and now that Clem has started cycling, the pitching machine is just throwing random crap at him. So how did I do that? Well, I tried to do it with logic gates at first with the Vault power, but it just didn't work. So the pitching machine requires 3, and the computer here requires 1 for a total of 4, which means that if you use a small generator, the pitching machine won't have enough power to actually run because there's only 3 total, and that takes 1, and so only 2 is left. So it's only when Clem starts to pedal that there's enough power in the tiny little grid that I've got here to activate the pitching machine. So Clem's, I think, just about done with his little cycling routine here, and you can see that I've just barely started. This is going to be my This is going to be my little clinic area, and I've kind of just barely got started on building the vault with this DLC. So haven't fully decorated my clinic, and once I am done with the experiments, the Powercycle won't even go in here. But until then, it's an adequate place. Eventually, I plan to have an actual gym. So let's repair that, and hopefully that will mean that all of our lights come back on. It did the first time I ran through this. There we go. Just had to pick up the button there. So, haven't built very much. I have built my atrium here, and I kind of did something a little different with it. Might be easier to understand here. So most people, when they come down these stairs, which are the stairs from the main entrance of the vault, so you come in, and we'll kind of stop running quite so fast so you can kind of see what I'm talking about here. Come past the screening area, and oops, this way. Come down here. This is where you can start building the vault. I think most people are going to have their atrium running straight out from that door, so kind of in the direction that I'm moving there. I chose to make it a 90-degree turn. I don't really know why, just to be different. It was kind of a pain to get that built that direction. You can see that I'm very close to running out of space. As huge as this cavern feels when you first walk into it, you can very quickly run out of space. So I don't exactly know what I'm going to do with my atrium here. I'm kind of thinking along the lines of a market where like Wastelanders have moved in and taken advantage of this clean space that's been built. This little stairwell here is actually clipped into the side of the cavern. That's what's poking through there, and is probably going to mess up the pathfinding on the AI. It also, for some reason, that's just not quite clipped on right, and a lot of times I have to hit the jump button, go through the door. I've heard some people say that lighting these atriums is difficult, and that can be true. I've used some mods, and I've actually, you can just barely see the ring through the ceiling right there, where there's some spotlights that are kind of hidden that are really lighting this place up and giving us some cool shadows down here. There's an awful lot of the lights that don't actually cast shadows, but the spotlights from one of the mods that I'm using do. So the only place that I really have actually pretty close to done is up here in the Overseer's quarters. These Overseer's quarters are generally the nerve center of the vault, and a lot of times, especially like in Fallout 3, there'd be a lot of computers and stuff in these rooms, and so I've done a little bit of that. I've also put together a nice seating area where the Overseer can meet with people, and a wall for some surveillance cameras that we've got going on outside. That's just a static thing that was in a mod, and for some reason this telephone that I had previously placed nice and neat on this desk here has decided to jump off the desk. We'll put that back and see if it behaves itself. So that's the office, and kind of did some things with some hidden lights in here to, you know, spotlight the Overseer's desk and some of the other things that should have the most attention on them. I've also used the Settlement Object Expansion Pack to just add some little knickknacks and greebles and stuff to the walls in here, because it just looked a little too uniform if we didn't do any of that. The Overseer does have some private quarters, which include a nice wet bar and a TV and a holotape player with some holotapes. My display stand is not behaving itself. I had a nice silver watch and a locket that were nicely sitting exactly where I wanted them, and they have moved. So this is the Overseer's bedroom, and over here we've got the Overseer's private bath. Anyway, there is an awful long way to go on this vault to really make it something that I think I can be proud of, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun getting there. Just climb up here on top. You can kind of see there. I have almost filled this first area, and all I have built is an atrium and a clinic and private quarters for the Overseer. So I am glad that they have those extra caves that are sticking off on the side to allow us some additional build area. Next video is actually not going to be here in the vault. It is going to be at Greentop. I am almost done with that one. I don't really know why that's taken me so long, but I've certainly spent an awful lot of time on it, and been a lot longer between videos than I would normally prefer. So to my subscribers who are still with me, thank you very much for your patience. And to everybody else, I will say, if you like the video, be sure to hit the like button, and if you want to see more, take a look around the channel, maybe take a look at the combination lock door Mark II that I did. I'm kind of proud of that one. And if you didn't like, please tell me why in the comments so I can try and do better next time. In the meantime, my name is Nacho Bidness, and I'm saying it's a great big wasteland out there. Let's go have fun in it.